What's happening in the San Diego real estate market in September of 2019? Hey, it's JC with the Agajanian Group at Whissel Realty, and I'm bringing to you our September 2019 San Diego real estate market update this month. As usual, we're looking at the numbers that are produced by the San Diego Association of Realtors, and we're focusing in on the ones that tell us where the market's going, not so much where it's been. So let's dive right into it. The first thing we're going to look at is the amount of new homes coming on the market. The new listings are down from this time last year. Just a reminder, we always compare the data that comes out now with the data that came out this time last year. Down almost 13%, 12.6% is the amount of new properties coming on the market. So there's fewer homes coming onto the market at the end of August, beginning of September 2019 compared to 2018. What's the next piece of information we're going to dig into? The amount of homes going off the market, or we call them pendings in the industry, right? So how many homes are being accepted offers and taken off the market and going into escrow? That number's way up, like in a big way. That number's up 17.2%. So first two pieces of information are very telling. We've got the amount of new homes coming on the market down in a major way. We've got the amount of homes going off the market up in a major way. So what does that tell you? I hope that you're figuring out that we've got fewer supply this time, this year than we did this time last year. So why is that? Well, I think interest rates are a huge point to take a look at right now. We're looking at rates in the mid to high threes right now, which are just amazing. At the beginning of this year, even towards the end of last year, we were high fours, even into the fives. So we've had phenomenal interest rates that I think have really helped the buying season this summer. Another piece of information that we like to key in on is the amount of homes available, or the total supply. That number's down, and that makes sense, right? Based on the first two pieces of information I gave you. So these are all important pieces of information that tell us where this market is headed. And one of the things that is often reported in the media, on TV, on talk radio, wherever you get your sources, is things that are not necessarily telling you where the market's going, but where we've been. An important thing that you hear all the time is the average sales price, or the median sales price here in the county. The thing that you got to keep in mind as far as that piece of statistical information is that it's dated. So usually what happens is a property comes on the market, depending on the average market time, it's going to be on the market for 2 weeks, a month, month and a half, 2 months, whatever the average market time is at that period of time. Then it's going to go into escrow. That's typically a whole nother month. And then finally that data is going to be reported the following month after that closes. So we're thinking the average sales price, or the median sales price, which the data tells us is up a little bit, 1.7%. That's really what happened a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago. That's not what's happening now and what's gonna be happening in the next couple months. So what we're forecasting based on these leading indicators right now is values going up even more. We think it's gonna be a real strong close to the year and a fourth quarter of 2019. And so really, what does all this information mean to you? What are you gonna do with it? There's a lot of people that I talk to on the phone every day, and oftentimes prospective buyers will tell me things like, you know what? Values have really come up a lot over the past few years, and I think we're just gonna wait and see if they come back down for us, and maybe I'll buy then. Well, you know what? We're not gonna see anything remotely close to what happened 10 years ago with the Great Recession. And if and when we do see a pullback, which is probably on the horizon, not immediately, but maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years from now, something like that, it's not gonna be significant. More importantly, if and when that does happen, there's not a very good chance that we're going to be looking at the same interest rates that we're going to have now. So how much market value depreciation are you going to need to compensate for the interest rate appreciation that you're going to be borrowing on that mortgage? It's something to think about. So the bottom line, if you've been waiting on the sidelines, you're thinking it's a little too expensive, I don't think it's my time, it's not too late. You really ought to consider buying right now. So that's my take for our September 2019 San Diego housing market update. If you got any questions, comments, put them below or give me a call directly at 619-224-9898. I'd really love to chat with you about any of this stuff, and we'll talk to you soon.